Welcome to Sports Watch. I'm Nick Donovan. Chad Kelly is back, baby. Earlier today, Kelly was seen taking reps alongside the other three Denver QBs in Osweiler, Simeon, and Lynch. Recovering from knee and wrist surgeries, the last overall pick in the draft so far has been, well, irrelevant. Coming off 3 straight losses, head coach Vance Joseph is keeping his options open for QB. The Broncos have 21 days to activate Kelly, or he will be left on the IR list for the rest of the season. Let the games begin! The Olympic flame arrived in South Korea earlier today, exactly 100 days away from the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Games. Carrying the flame after a flight from Greece was South Korean Olympic figure skater, stay with me, Kim Yoo-na, and the country's sports minister, Do Jong-won. The flame will go in a torch relay spanning over 2,000 kilometers throughout 9 provinces and 8 major cities over the next 100 days. The torch will be carried by 7,500 torchbearers, meant to represent the 75 million population of the Korean Peninsula. Throwing it over to basketball, the Thunder took on the Bucks last night as Russell Westbrook and company took on the Greek Freak. The big three here, Melo, Westbrook, and PG-13. They've had a little bit of chemistry problems. They're 3-3 so far. Early in the first, Brogdon's going to find Greek Freak for the slam dunk. Watch out, Andre Roberson. You do not want to be on the back end of that dunk. See that again. Look at that wingspan. That's just unstoppable. Later, Westbrook drives and dishes the alley-oop to the Australian Steven Adams. Oi, mate, good on ya. That was a good alley-oop. You jumped as high as a kangaroo on that one. Westbrook is unstoppable. He gets to the goal no matter what. Gets the bucket and the foul. He pretty much did that all game. He had 14 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, almost another triple-double. Here again, finds PG-13 in the corner for a wide-open 3. That's the kind of chemistry that the Thunder need. Russ all day just got what he wanted. Melo trying to do a little one-on-one ISO with Greek Freak, gets swatted, complaining about a goaltend, gets the ball back, and immediately just fires back up, nothing but net. Everything went the Thunder's way. Thunder went on to win it, 110-91. They have now won 3 out of their last 4. And although that was a great basketball game featuring multiple stars, most sports fans last night were glued to Fox during Game 6 of the World Series between the Dodgers and the Astros. Here you see some rowdy Dodgers fans. They really want to be there for Game 7, but George Springer says, let's put a rain check on that because it's cloudy with a chance of home runs. Springer with the dinger. Astros take the 1-0 lead in the 3rd. To the 6th we go. Chris Taylor with a perfect double down the line. Austin Barnes will score, and it's all tied up. And the very next bat, this is probably the best 6th inning for the Dodgers they could ever ask for. Very next at bat, Corey Seager with a deep ball, a sacrifice fly. It almost looks like a home run, but it's going to be a little bit short. Chase Utley will trot to home plate, 2-1 Dodgers. We go to the 7th inning, where Jock Peterson, arguably the best Dodger of the series so far, hits a deep ball, going, gone, whammy, that's a home run. Dodgers take a 3-1 lead, extend their lead going into the 7th. One last chance for the Astros. Carlos Beltran's up to bat. If he doesn't hit here, it's all over. Swing and a miss. Dodgers extend to 7. They tie it up 3-3. And that's it. So it all comes down to tonight. This is the 39th World Series ever to go all 7 games. And it's pretty deserving that this comes down to an epic Game 7. It's been one of the wildest World Series of all time. Game 7 hasn't even been played yet, and the 2 teams combined have already broke the record for most home runs in a series. So what's going to happen tonight? I'll tell you what. Jock Peterson holding the World Series MVP trophy after a 5-3 win over the Astros. Wait, what? You heard me. Here's what it all comes down to. Home field advantage. Besides a Game 2 World Series loss, the Dodgers are undefeated at home all postseason. Jock Peterson has been the most pivotal player on this Dodgers team. I'm thinking that with it all tied up at 3 late in the game, Peterson hits a 2-run homer to take the lead. This World Series has been so crazy, so I feel like something like that has to happen. It's the biggest game of the year, and I guarantee you it will be a dramatic finish. That's all for sports. Be sure to tune in to Game 7 tonight on Fox. Back to you guys at the desk. Welcome to Sports Watch. I'm Nick Donovan. The Ole Miss women's golf team continued its historic fall winning season in the 2017 Rainbow Invitational in Wahiawa, Hawaii Wednesday. This is the Rebels' 3rd straight team tournament title, which is the longest tournament win streak in the program's 32-year history. But this isn't just a recent success. Ole Miss has already tied the school record for the most wins in a single season. Up next for the golf team, the Rebel Beach Invitational in Las Vegas. $117,357. That is how much one fan paid for 2 seats behind home plate for Game 7 last night. Let's hope that guy wasn't a Dodgers fan because Game 7 did not go LA's way. Here you see some happy Dodgers fans, but I can promise you they are not going to be happy for too long. First at bat, George Springer, continuing his epic World Series play, gets a double to start off the game. That's not a good start for Yu Darvish and the Dodgers. On the very next pitch, I'm not kidding, the very next pitch, Bregman gets a hit. You think it's going to be a standard catching out for Yu Darvish. Maybe he can redeem that first pitch, but no! An awful error by Darvish allows Springer to score, and Astros already take a 1-0 lead with no outs even in the first inning. We go to the second. George Springer's next at bat. He continues his Springer dingers, hits a 2-run homer. Astros take the 5-0 lead. That's your World Series MVP right there. Yu Darvish, more like you garbage. Astros, like I said, leading 5-0. The Dodgers are trying to fight back. Here, Ethier gets a single and scores one in. But this is about the best action that the Dodgers got all night. This was all Houston. Good for the city of Houston. This will be the final pitch, the clinching out for the World Series. Houston will win their first ever World Series in franchise history. Morton's pumped. He didn't choke like Yu Darvish did. Good for the city of Houston. And I'm going to be honest, I publicly apologize to our supreme leader, fellow Astros fan, Abby McIntosh. I picked the Dodgers to win, and I was wrong, and I'm sorry. Throwing it over to basketball, last night was a battle between two NBA powerhouses, and the currently one-seeded Magic and the one-seeded Memphis Grizzlies. We jumped right to the fourth quarter. This game was ridiculous, let me tell you what. Jonathan Isaac, look at this doofus's haircut. He's going to catch a three and bank it in? What is that? This is ridiculous. The best Marc Gasol is an aggressive Marc Gasol. Chalmers, you need to get the ball out of your hands. You lost us this game. Anyway, Mark's going to get the ball, do a little shimmy shake move on Vukovic, nothing but net, ties it up with less than 2 minutes to play. This next possession is huge. We're going to pause it right here. As you can see, Dylan Brooks is supposed to be guarding his man Evan Fournier, and there's no communication with James Ennis, so they both stick on Fournier. Let's watch what happens. Go ahead and play it. Aaron Gordon is left wide open. Gasol stays in, and here's Gordon, the leading in three-point percentage, hits the three. That's a huge shot to take the lead. Awful defense communication by the Grizzlies. One last chance. Hey, maybe Dylan Brooks can redeem himself. The rookie, a three for the win! No, inside and out. That'll be a Magic win. 101-99, the first time they have won in Memphis since 2008. That is a brutal loss for the Grizzlies. And one last thing before I go, you have got to see this dunk from Kris Dunn against the Heat. Let me tell you, it was wild. Kris Dunn's going to get some space. This video is going to load eventually. Here he is. Oh, here we got in slow motion again. Kelly Olynyk, his funeral's next week. What a dunk by Kris Dunn. But the good news, that was an awesome dunk. The bad news, Kris Dunn, you still play for the Bulls, who are a dumpster fire. That's all for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.